Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hi guys. Hi.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Thank you for watching episode 4. Thank you for watching episode 4. Thank you for watching episode 6. Thanks for watching episode 7. Thanks for watching episode 8. Thank you for watching episode 9. And where the hell is episode 10? She can't see it because it's not out in the world yet. It's still in my computer. There are reasons other than just visual effects that it's not done yet, but I can talk to you about that in the next. It's coming up.
Yeah.
We're coming up on it. That's not what we're here to do today.
No.
Today, we are here to talk about 2016 in review, our year-end wrap-up.
It's the last day of the year.
First, how'd the channel do this year? How'd the Pineapple Boy Films YouTube channel do this year?
Let's see. We lost 2,564 subscribers. Unless
What?
That's a 9. Is that a 9 or a 4?
It's a 4.
That is a 4. Okay, good.
Oh, no.
That's 5 that we saved.
Oh, man.
Just by reading your writing.
That's a lot.
We gained 3,287 though. So that's pretty good.
Good.
For a
Good.
total gain of 723, which is more than last year. Right?
It is more than last year. Last year we had like 600 something.
Yeah.
Total gain. So a good gain.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
Let's talk about our favorite things of 2016 that we have experienced for the first time this year. It doesn't have to have come out this year as long as we experienced it for the first time this year. Favorite movie of the year. You guys absolutely know.
Yeah.
Because I've been talking about it all year.
Green Room!
Green Room. Green Room. Green Room. So tense. Such good filmmaking. Love it. Watched it more times than any other movie this year.
My movie is dope. I love that movie. A contemporary reboot of like the classic 80s teen genre. Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
amazing movie.
Fabulous performances. Delightful.
Arrival. Because of how this year's turned out and like all the craziness that's happened this year, it's a movie that is entirely about people who are really good at what they do, like solving a problem logically.
Ex Machina, so good. Oh my goodness. Oscar Isaac is just so good in everything. He does not ever look like the same person. Ever. That's a different person. Oh, he is always hot, yes. Yeah.
The Finest Hour. I've been watching that movie a lot. I like the main actress, and then there's Casey Affleck. It's just so pretty.
We may have this in
We
common.
have the same one. 1, 2, 3. La La Land. Oh my god!
So good.
I saw it 3 times in the theater.
I saw it 3 times in the
I've only
theater.
seen a couple other movies twice in the theater in my life, and this is the first time I've seen a movie 3 times in the theater. La La Land.
good.
Really good. What's next?
TV show. Which do I do, Atlanta or Search Party?
I think you do Atlanta. I honestly think you do Atlanta.
Okay, I'm super into Atlanta. I think it's amazing. It
Yeah.
just looks so good. And then it has an episode like
Yeah.
Montague, which is completely off the wall and hilarious.
TV show is The Great British Bake Off. I got real obsessed
Yeah.
with The Great British Bake Off. I
You
mean,
went deep. You got emotional with each other.
Oh yeah, I love the contestants. There's something about like the fact that they're real people. Like I love characters, but like the way that I connected to these people because they're real somehow felt like more intense in a way. I don't know.
I think maybe it was The Expanse. It's a sci-fi show. It's a show on Sci-Fi Network. It takes place like 300 years in the future. We've colonized Mars, colonized the asteroid belt. And it's about like there's like 3 factions. There's Mars, there's Earth, and there's the asteroid belt. It's sort of described as like the sci-fi Game of Thrones. It's good. It's interesting.
Westworld. I am like the people who go to Westworld. I just I fall in love with it. I just want to be there. I want to like delve into it. It's great.
The Crown. That was really good. I watched it on Netflix like in 2 days. And I wish I could watch more of it. Because I like historical fiction a lot.
Mine was Fringe. I
Yeah.
saw it for the first time this year.
We
I know
binged Fringe real hard.
We binged it real hard.
Mine was Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Loved it.
That may have been mine if we hadn't watched Fringe.
I love
Show.
Fringe, but I had already seen it
That's
previously.
true. I'm so sorry.
What else we got?
Book of the year. I had many new books that I read this year that I liked so much.
Yeah.
But none of them were able to top my first experience with To Kill a Mockingbird. Such an amazing book. Everybody reads it in school. I don't know how I was able to not read it in school. The pacing of it's so great. I love the characters so much. And the writing is spectacular.
Dumplin' by Julie Murphy. Wonderful book. It's technically teen, but I think it's universal because, well, I think most good teen books are universal. It's all about being true to you, feeling good about what you are, like really what you are, not changing to meet up to the standards of society, but finding a way to love you. And it's so good.
The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. He sort of takes it and makes it literal, and it's an actual like underground railroad where it's like a subway system that escaped slaves can take to other states. The states become alternative realities of what like the solution to slavery could have been, and it's well written.
It was Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I really loved that. It's just so fun.
Go set the watch for. It was like her first attempt at To Kill a Mockingbird.
I'm going to say a fiction and a nonfiction. My nonfiction, start with why. It's about companies that, you know, if they have a solid foundation of why they're doing something, they become more successful. Not just companies, people as well. It's inspiring. It's by Simon Sinek. It's good. Or my fiction is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. It's the beginning of a giant fantasy series, and it's really, really good. It's about people who can control metal with their minds.
Awesome. I didn't know that we were going to pick a nonfiction and a fiction, so I'm going to come up with one real quick. But my favorite fiction book of the year is a small book. It's called Orbiting Jupiter. It will tear your heart out and stomp all over it. It's like 180 pages or something like that. I finished it in a couple hours, and it took me through a whole range of emotions. Probably my favorite nonfiction book I read much closer to the beginning of the year, and it's called Why We Make Mistakes, and I can't remember who wrote it because I'm not prepared for this question. And our chicken's done.
Our chicken's done.
It's about how human perception is faulty, and sometimes we think that things happened that didn't happen because we're dumb.
Yeah.
Game I just played when we were in Austin. Before going to Butnamathon, I spent half of a day sitting in Craig and China's playing Limbo on the Xbox 360.
Really pretty.
It's a puzzle game, and it's kind of grotesque in places, which I, of course, like. It's really dark and cool.
It's got to be Pokemon Go. I have been playing that pretty obsessively since the summer, and I like it a lot.
It's fun, too. It's something that we do together.
Yeah, we go searching for Pokemon together.
I only played one new game this year. Pandemic. You worked together to stop the pandemic. It was all right. It was all right. It seemed really easy.
I didn't really play many new games this year, but I played an inordinate amount of Clue, more Clue than I've played in the rest of my entire life, and that was great. Hegel, that was fun.
The Last Guardian, which just came out, which I just beat, and she watched me play it.
It was very close to being my favorite game, even though I didn't play it. But I watched almost the entire thing when you played
You're a little
it.
guy, who rides a giant beast, and you guide him through these caves and stuff. It's
He's
great.
like, my favorite game of the year was something that Jake just introduced us to a couple of weeks ago. Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah.
And one person is looking at this like computer screen. Everybody else is flipping through this manual and talking this person through disarming a bomb before it explodes. But you can't see the bomb and they can't see the guide, so you have to like talk them through it. It's very intense and very fun.
Oh yeah.
Album of the year, Art Angels by Grimes. And we listened to her talk on Song Exploder.
Yeah.
She was so engaging on Song Exploder.
Kill V Mame.
And that's when I realized that she does all her own engineering and producing and everything, and she's a total badass. And
Yeah.
I might do like a Grimes update later. And then it's just like really poppy, like some of it's poppy, some of it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Beyonce's Lemonade. Amazing album. So fascinating in a lot of ways, musically and everything else. But I think that Beyonce's really interesting in terms of the way that she's redefining strong women for a young generation. And I think it's really cool.
You listen to that album a lot.
A lot.
Teens of Denial by Car Seat Headrest. Car Seat Headrest is this young kid. He's probably like in his early 20s. He's made, I think this is his 11th or 12th album. It's just great indie rock.
I re-fell in love with Van Morrison. I recommend the Essential Van Morrison. Into the Mystic or And It Stoned Me are my top favorites right now.
Churches, but I don't remember what it was called. You told me earlier.
Every Open Eye.
Every Open Eye by Churches. It's fun. I really liked it. And it was energetic, and so it's nice to have in my Spotify.
I don't listen to a lot of albums, but I did start listening to a lot of Pandora stations. I really fell in love with Nico Case.
I've been telling you how good she was for years, but you weren't listening to me.
Okay. And the Nico Case Pandora station, it's great for everything. It just puts me in a good mood. It's good for cooking or like doing laundry or... What's your favorite album, Craig?
Of the year, I don't know if I can think of one.
Podcast of the year, Bret Easton Ellis podcast. I am super into his like rants and I like all of his Hollywood insider talk. And then I finally started reading his books, which I enjoy as well.
My favorite podcast of the year is actually a specific episode called A Few Words About Breasts by Nora Ephron, which is an Esquire classic podcast where they go over nonfiction essays written by various people and then they kind of update it into a podcast form. It's got Nora Ephron's wit and sparkle and really fascinating and fun.
The Memory Palace.
Oh, yeah.
Just so well written. It feels like you're hearing like this great literature while you're listening to this story that actually happened.
The Bo Bergdahl thing with Serial, that was really intriguing
Serial
to me.
season 2?
Yes, the way they looked at different sides, it was really intriguing.
Dear Sugar, Cheryl Strayed. And it's an advice column. And so her and the original maker of Dear Sugar, the two of them talking about personal letters and talking about advice on how to handle life situations. And it's kind of across the board what they talk about.
Sawbones, this husband-wife duo. The husband is also part of My Brother and Me.
Mm-hmm.
His wife, Cindy McElroy, is a physician, and he is not. They'll talk about like the history of various medical things and then like bring it up to present day. They're very funny and it's just really good to listen to.
I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, really. And I didn't even listen to any of them religiously, but Gilmore Guys is probably the one I listen to most. So I'm going to go with Gilmore Guys, which is about Gilmore Girls.
Great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.